So what was I saying? Oh, those 4 people that tore the ACL last season, if you do this before every practice or after every practice this season, you're gonna have about 2 people. Maybe even less. Be better. Alright, 11 Plus program. This program is by FIFA, so we all know what that is. I hope it's the best. But this program is specifically for soccer. So it has all the soccer-specific agilities that you can see in the game. So jumping up for a header and coming down, making sure your knees don't back in. It has cutting, changing your speed, all that stuff that you see in a soccer game. So the thing I like about this one is everybody starts at the same level. Everybody starts at, like, you think of it as a game. Like, everybody starts at level 1. So and no one has to move up from that level 1 before they're ready. So if you've mastered all these exercises and you have no more knee stability problems and you're landing well and you're jumping well and you're jumping higher, you're running faster, then you can move up to level 2 and the activities get harder. So, and it's catered to each person. So this person doesn't have to move up until they're ready. A good thing, because you don't want to push anything too hard before you're ready to do it, because that might hurt more than it'll help. And then this is the last program that I found that is in use today. It's PXC program. It says all these do the same thing. They focus on balance and stability exercises, as well as strength and agility of the person itself. But this one more the control the player has of their own body. So jumping up in the air and knowing that when they land they have to bend their knees, or knowing how high they are in the air, so how much they have to brace for the impact. It's just more of the person knowing their body more, because if you can control every aspect of your body and adjust your body to the surroundings and situations, then you're less likely to have to tear, which is very good. Strategies, but let's say you didn't do it, you didn't find out about it, and you tore your ACL in that game, and now the only option, if you want to continue playing your sport at the same level you were before, is reconstruction. ACL reconstruction is a surgery that you undergo, and many people do it, like hundreds of thousands probably, do it every year. It's very common practice. It's gone from huge incisions in your knee to about 3 dots. You'll learn about that in a second, but about 3 dots, and that's all your incisions that you need, and you're recovering back to walking in probably about 3 months, which is a drastic change from what it was before. So the surgery should not be immediate. So you shouldn't tear your ACL on Tuesday, schedule your appointment on Wednesday, and go in on Friday. Because that right now, after your tear, your muscles have suffered like a lot of stress, because it moved out of a natural position. So it pushed too far this way or it pushed too far that way. So everything's under like stress. It's inflamed. It's swollen, and there's no reason that somebody should be going in there with a knife and scissors and cutting up your knee already when it's already hurt. So you should wait at least several weeks after an injury has happened, so that you can have better post-operation results and faster recovery times. So if you want to be back on the field in the exact time that you're supposed to be, then you should probably wait a couple weeks after your injury. Like I said, it's not an intensive surgery. You should be able to go home on the same day. So you go in the morning, you should be able to go home at night, because of the fact that it's gotten so much less. All right. Okay, I said otoscope and reattach or reconstruct the torn ligament using a graft. A graft is anything that you take and make it something that it's not. So for an ACL reconstruction, you have 3 choices. We have multiple choices, but these are the main 3 that are very common. You have taking from your hamstring, the back of your hamstring down here. They shave off a little piece. They twirl it up, make it strong, and they use that as your new ACL. You have your Achilles tendon. They shave off a piece of your Achilles tendon back here. They twirl it up, they make it strong, and they use that as your new ACL. or you have a donor. And I know people that have gone through all of these. They've had the hamstring, they've done the Achilles, and they've gotten the donor. If you don't know what donor means, like you take a dead person's ACL and you put it in your body. So, and all of them are back to their sports and they're playing and there's no problems. So there's definitely, when you're getting the graft, the doctors will try and tell you what their favorite method of using is or what they've seen works the best. But in my experience, not that I've done it, but in my observations, I guess, they all work pretty well if you do it the right way. If you follow all the rules and you do the right things, they all gonna work pretty well. Alright, the doctor will drill small holes in the tibia and femur where the torn ligament was attached. So your ACL, like I told you, it's the two knuckles. So it's attaching the bottom of your femur to the top of your tibia. So there's already attach points naturally where the ACL was naturally there. So the doctors will do is they'll go in with a drill and they'll find that attachment point and get as close to it as possible so it's as natural as possible for your body. Your attach points are all going to be different in everybody. Like his fingers could be 3 centimeters to the right. Anybody else could be like a centimeter to the left of where mine is. So they'll find where that attach point was naturally and they'll make 2 small holes. And then that is where your new ACL will be attached. And then they'll clean out the old ACL. So it's common misconception that it's ACL replacement surgery. You can't, or ACL repair surgery. You can't reattach a torn ligament after it's torn. After you tear that, it's gone forever. Like there's no healing of it. It's not gonna reattach the fibers. You have to clean that out of there and get it out, and then construct an entire new one. So when people call it ACL repair surgery, that's wrong, because you can't repair the ACL that was already there. You gotta get a new one. Alright, thread the graft through the holes and attach it with surgical staples and screws, and the bone eventually grows around the graft. So the graft, it's this bloody like little tendon thing, and they put it inside your leg through those 3 little holes. Like one's the arthroscope, like I showed, and 2 other holes are where they put the graft in. And there's literally like strings that are meant for your being inside your body, of course, not just like some like twine. And they string it through those holes, and alright, rehabilitation. You survived your surgery. It's good. So after you survived your surgery, ACL reconstruction surgery, it's time to start the 7 to 9 month rehabilitation process to get back to playing the sport at the same level you were before. So rehabilitation, I hope everybody knows what that is, but if you don't, it's making whatever you hurt, whatever is wrong with you, it's helping it back to the way it was before. So if you need to rehab your elbow because it doesn't bend anymore, you need to rehab your broken leg because it doesn't work like the same way it does before. Like right after injury, nothing is going to be the same way it was before because that's just not how it works. So all rehabilitation programs, it depends on what physical therapist you see or what rehab center you see, but they will all focus on these exercises. There'll be flexibility exercises, strengthening exercises, and endurance activities, as well as coordination and agility training for competitive athletes. So if you're just like a grandpa that tore his ACL, got surgery, you're not gonna have to get back your coordination and like cutting and juking skills, because you're probably gonna go back to like gardening or something. So these are the main exercises that they'll go over. So I'll explain to you what usually like a process looks like. So in the first 1 to 2 weeks, the main thing that you're aiming to get back is extension and flexion. If you know what that is, this is extension.